When you think about Supreme, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Box logo.
A skateboard company.
Resale value.
Overpriced items.
Clout.
Mostly fashion.
The red logo and all the cool kids wearing it.
Once a small skate shop, and now a world-renowned fashion brand worth billions, Supreme worked its way up the fashion world, revolutionizing streetwear culture and benefiting off capitalist tactics. Consumers fall victim to the cycle of consumerism in which they are trapped, manipulated, and forced to continue buying more of the product. Roland Barthes' semiotic theory can explain how signs influence the behaviors and habits of consumers that lead to an extreme consumerist society. There is a process that can explain how a product becomes a brand and further develops into a system of signs. This process is the semiotizing process. It all begins with a name. Supreme is a short and simple name, easy to remember. It is also synonymous with leader, king, superior, and other words of that nature. Next is the logo. Supreme is known for its iconic, eye-catching red box logo. When you see it, you can't miss it. Then there's the slogan. In Supreme's case, they don't really have a specific slogan to go along with their brand. However, they do have many quotes and phrases printed onto their products, some of them even being political. Next is textualization, which essentially means advertising. Similar to slogan, Supreme does not have advertisements for their products. However, celebrities and public figures that wear Supreme act as a way of textualizing the brand. The final element of the semiotizing process is design. Essentially, it is tying all the other elements together. It is how the brand presents their product. To reveal how Barthes' theory of semiotics influences consumer habits, we interviewed a variety of people who have different relationships with Supreme. Why would you buy Supreme?
For the brand, for the name.
The reason I buy Supreme personally is that it speaks most to me with like my fashion. A lot of the stuff I choose to wear is represented off like other people.
I don't really buy it, but from what I see, it's like most people want to look a certain way.
What are other reasons people buy Supreme?
The reason why I feel people would buy Supreme would be to have something that others don't.
Just how limited the products are, and people are just willing to buy the products because it's so limited.
To stand out, to see how much money they earn.
Everybody's wearing it on the media.
Currently, people are buying Supreme because like their favorite rapper or favorite celebrity is wearing it.
What about Supreme makes it so popular and appealing?
I think it's a really minimalistic logo, and I think that makes it kind of cool.
A lot of people want it, and that a lot of celebrities have it and they're able to afford it.
I think what makes Supreme popular is all the celebrities and all the athletes that have worn Supreme. I know like athletes such as like Odell Beckham has worn Supreme.
It is a status symbol. When people are seen wearing Supreme, it shows that they're rich and they're seen as like high value.
Have you ever felt obligated to buy Supreme?
Nah, not really. I mean, personally, I buy stuff that I like, and I don't really fall into the hype. But when Supreme does drop like something that's like worth a lot to like resell, then I am obligated to buy Supreme because it's a pretty good investment.
No, not in my personal experience.
I don't feel like I'm a materialistic person. I don't have to have something that everybody else, wants.
Yeah, man. I buy Supreme whenever there's something coming out that I want, or whenever I see something online or somebody brings it in here. If I want it, I buy it. I've always been a supporter of the brand ever since I found out about it.
Do you think it's worth it?
I think it's worth it. I think that the stuff that I get by having Supreme, I feel better about myself. I have higher confidence. I get more attention. I am seen as a more well-off person.
Yeah, Supreme is always going to be valuable. Supreme's I think a lot of people don't realize that the fashion world and the fashion niche has always existed. It's just now become everyone's interest,
But I don't think it's worth it. The only thing that makes it worth it is like the resale and the just the brand awareness, really.
I don't think it is, because personally I'm not that of a materialistic person.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth dropping a couple hundred on one small thing that you might not end up using on the normals.
Well, it's worth it if you want to represent that culture, the street culture. But if you're just buying it just to buy it, I don't think that really matters.
Roland Barthes' semiotizing theory suggests that signs convey deep messages to people. Based on the interviews, we found that the messages conveyed from the brand were high status, exclusivity, and luxury. Although most of the participants said buying Supreme wasn't worth it, it is also important to note that all these people had previously said positive things about the brand. This suggests that even though people are aware of Supreme being overpriced and even unnecessary, the use of signs are still able to influence how they perceive the brand. Although Supreme was the brand used as an example for this project, keep in mind that there are thousands of other existing brands that keep us confined in an extreme consumerist ideology. When you go about your day, try and analyze the signs you are presented with. Think about questions that will unpack the meaning of signs and symbols you come across. Ask yourself, why does this thing look the way it does? Why are they saying this? Why am I doing this? What are they really saying? Or what am I really doing? If we make an effort to question these things, we won't fall victim to the mind games that brands try to trick us with. As a result, we will begin to free our minds and make smart decisions based on our own intellect.